Vibing with Mo, and if you're new to my channel, how about hit that subscribe button, and if you're a returning subscriber, how about send it to a family or a friend so you can vibe out with us. Okay, so tonight I got my family with me, and he's not paying attention.
Go ahead, introduce yourself since you want to talk.
I'm Brandon.
And this is his sister,
Brittany,
and her husband,
Michael.
And y'all know that one.
Money.
So tonight I got an open discussion for y'all, and like I said, I like having my family or friends with me so we can come talk, so y'all can have like different point of views on the different topics that I throw out there. So the first one is, when do you think it's time to cut off a friend? And y'all can answer it in any way, no specific order or anything like that.
Say when the friendship becomes, stops becoming mutually beneficial. So when both parties don't have any more to offer to each other, or it becomes one-sided, I'd say that's a good time to cut it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree.
You had a lot to say. Now you ain't got nothing to say. Talking to Brad, he talking about I agree. What else?
I agree.
But like I said before too, friendship is supposed to be give and take just like a relationship, and that's what people mess up at. People think friends go on the back burner because of relationships and all of that, but all of them is the same. Relationship, friendship, supposed to be give and take, not just give. Or just because y'all got history don't mean y'all still need to remain friends. You bringing these dead weight people along with you and it serves no purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I think when it is becoming taking up too much of your energy, when you feeling stressed out over a friendship, come on now, it's time to cut that off, because you shouldn't be stressing out about no friendship.
Not to communicate everything.
Yeah.
If you communicate your feelings towards the person, you're like, hey, look, like I feel like this is too much, and they're still just dragging you down.
I ain't saying that y'all not gonna probably get into a little, I ain't say argument, because you really shouldn't argue, but a disagreement, because everybody can disagree, but
yeah.
When it come down to it's just always something, like, it's too much giving your time and your energy.
You put more energy in, because from personal experience, you put way more energy in trying to maintain a friendship that don't have no value to it. God put people in our life for a reason, for a season, for a lesson. And you really got to take that lesson and move forward so you can have a better friendship with more people and better people that's aligned with you.
Mm-hmm. What are some things that y'all feel like could end a friendship?
People change over time. They get older. Some people grow.
That's the main thing. People just outgrow each other.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
so true.
That's how most friendships is, outgrow each other, because you can maintain a friendship if you both give and take. But
I don't think nothing wrong with that one, because it happens.
Yeah. But people, that's how the beef becomes between friends, and that's what the drama comes. And now they have a solid reason to say, okay, this is why we've been ending our friendship. That's not the reason why. It's just you got mad because you don't allow me, you outgrowing me. Not saying you're doing better than the next, but it's just sometimes in life we gotta be real with ourselves and real with people and say like, this situation doesn't align with my lifestyle. This don't align with me in general or with my beliefs or nothing. And it's more, like I said, of a dead weight to try to make something align, fit, and it don't fit.
Mm-hmm. That's true. So the next one is, do you think, hold on, let me read it now, because I did my own writing and I don't know. Do you think you gotta have a certain amount of money to get nice things? Because a lot of people think you gotta have like a lot of money to just buy nice things, especially like in the world now. They got Afterpay, they got all this stuff. But do y'all think y'all too bougie to use Afterpay? Or do you really think you just got to like spend it straight out if it's something like luxury or something?
Some people don't care. They will happily finance luxury with debt.
Mm-hmm.
To them, it doesn't really matter as long as they have the thing that's like they feel like they have the money for it.
Is it wise though? That's the
I
question.
might say, but it depends on the person's situation. Because as a young person that don't have no responsibility, then they can just buy it outright.
Mm-hmm.
I can have $1 million in my account, but I know I got bills and I know I got responsibility. I'm still gonna have to pay.
I don't know wrong Afterpay unless you're like, okay,
you can handle it.
Like I really don't have the money to pay this bill, but I really want this right here, so I'm gonna do Afterpay.
Right.
It's like
treating
treating
yourself.
this like.
But then
like,
you're just getting another bill because you got to pay that off.
You're right, but I'm saying like pay your bills first, and then like you have some left.
No,
over,
but
like, I
that's
have
gonna-
fully enough for this.
That's going to
Then
be a
do
bill
this,
too.
you know.
You're now making that a
Hear me
bill.
out. I'm saying, okay, I paid my bills, and I have. Let's say I want this for $200. I have $100 left. I can do Afterpay. You pay half of this now, How you pay it for
and you
later?
still get what you
You
want.
still get what you want.
But she's saying if you don't even have the money for the bills, you trying to afterpay, that ain't gonna work.
Right.
That's true.
Me personally, I don't do it unless I really, really have to. I just really don't want to spend my money because I got other stuff to spend it on. I'd rather get my bills out the way because at this point in life, I done collected so much of bills. So yeah, I'd rather get stuff out the way.
The priorities and all that.
Yeah.
Unless you have a spouse, they're not gonna let you have to pay.
When I mean that.
You don't believe
But
it.
the old saying is, if you can't afford it, then don't get it. You know, if you got to buy it with credit, then don't get it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's it.
the thing is,
I think-
this what the richest Tyler Perry and all that said that. Don't never use your money to buy what you want. Use the white people money.
As I do.
You said as you do.
Stop,
No,
Brittany.
y'all taking it too far.
Well, you're taking that literally.
There's no discrimination.
Anyway,
Use the corporate money. Let's just say that.
that's
Yeah.
corporate money, really, not your money. So the next topic: do you think, like I said, sorry, y'all. Let me read this before I read it out loud, cause. Do you think you can have a successful relationship without being healed?
No.
No.
Yes.
Unless that person, unless you have understanding with that person knows.
I need him to explain.
No, he just want to disagree with everything we say.
No, I agree with the first thing, but yeah, you can. Because that person might be the thing that healed you.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you're going to like honestly and tell them straight up, like, hey, look, I have some healing to do.
Either
Yeah, but a
way,
lot of people,
But
and a lot of people don't think that they need healing.
Right, but
Like,
not a lot
so
of people
that's
acknowledge
the problem.
they trauma.
If a person's not conscious of
Some
like,
people don't
their
believe in
trauma,
trauma.
then their relationship's not going to work because who knows what that person might
But the
bring
people that
in
don't
that
believe in
relationship.
trauma is the ones that need the healing.
I'm about to give my thoughts to the world.
Go ahead. That's what
I don't believe in trauma. Trauma, I feel like just some people use it nowadays just because I feel like, well, just me personally, everything's just go off my back. Like, whatever happens to me.
Okay, but
But
that's,
do it really
that's
go off your
your
back?
experience.
You
Yeah,
got
really do.
trauma though.
No, I don't.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
do.
do. You saying that is your trauma. In denial. That's your trauma.
Well, I guess I'm real good at denial.
Now
'cause
go
I
deep
don't-
and ask why you be in denial.
If I go deep, I guarantee you nothing gonna come back up.
Yes,
because
it will.
I really don't care about a lot of things.
That's your why you don't care. Because you've been disappointed.
For what
Why you been
reason?
disappointed?
For what reason? Why would you care about something when you know you can't fix it?
Dude,
Okay,
everybody
so-
has some type of trauma.
I mean, trauma is definitely.
That's
real.
not the question, but
Trauma can be me scared of I'm about to fall in this thing right here. Trauma could be anything.
exactly. See, and why? See, things like that. Why?
If
are they
it
trauma?
triggers you, it's a trauma.
No.
So nothing triggers you.
You just said you don't believe in trauma. That makes no sense to me.
I don't believe in it because I mean, once again, if something happened to you, it happened, right? So how can you go change that? In the
But
situation,
Brandon,
come
that's
again,
easy. That's
how
what you
can
said
change-
and
Because
done.
that's the trauma you heal from.
But if you, like something happened to somebody a long time ago, and like sometimes your mind can make you forget that it happened, and then you come into a situation where it comes back
It'll
all at
trigger.
once, and you wonder like, why did I activate towards this? And it's like, oh, you had trauma towards this at one point in time in
It's
your
a
life.
reaction. Trauma is a reaction.
That's the whole point of moving forward.
Brandon, you sometimes
You
you don't
live
know
and
you
you
can
for-
move forward until
you
it comes
live-
at you sometime.
You live and you forget.
Wow.
I understand that because you know I'm at peace with everything and all that, Brandon. You know how I am.
Exactly.
But still, it's some trauma. Trauma can literally be anything. Just like me talking loud to you because I'm trying to prove a point. That's a trauma I have that I still got to heal from. Because I feel like I got to make you understand where I'm coming from.
When people talk loud to me, I mean, hey, do your thing.
Oh, please go to the next question because this is gonna be so. I'll be here for 30 minutes trying to
I'm about to say
explain this.
because I'm not going to agree with y'all because I believe
We always argue about the same
I'm
things.
about to
So
say,
let's
yeah,
go ahead and
I'm
move
not
on.
going to agree with
If I
y'all.
could say trauma's real, I definitely say trauma's real, but I think some people use it as a
As a
excuse
crutch.
for bad behavior.
Yes.
Just like what me and my client was talking about today, a lot of people that doing this stuff like killers, their wife and all that, they saying mental illness, but I feel like that mental illness should be thrown out the window because everybody literally on this earth walk around with some type of mental illness. So I can go out there and kill somebody and y'all gonna say, oh, she got mental illness. We all got it, so I feel like that shouldn't be no excuse on why things
Definitely
happen.
not.
Things happen for a reason. Unless they're in a psych ward and been in a psych ward and ran away, then I feel like then yeah, you could say.
And like actually diagnosed with something like yes, people like
But
bipolar
see,
or
they
something.
be faking that. They diagnose with them after they do what they did and get it tested, and then they
Right.
be like, they got it. I just feel like the mental illness, if you kill somebody, it's
But that's
murder.
a problem too, because a lot of people don't go and get checked and see if you have that stuff like when you been should have, like at a younger age or
like Brandon with trauma.
yeah.
He need a
Once again, what you just now said with people going in with the mental illness thing, some people play out of poker too. I don't think some of that really needed.
Say it again.
Some of that mental illness stuff.
So you don't believe that mental illness is a thing?
Oh yeah, some yes, some cases is plain to see, but some
But
people
I
that
think
just
you feel like
upright and
because
say,
yours not as bad as the next. That's why you feel like you don't have it. Because you're not out here deranged and psychotic and stuff.
no, I just don't have it. I really don't though.
Really, like she's trying to calm herself down
Because I just mental illness is a thing. Do I feel like the younger generation definitely
It's
nowadays?
overdiagnosed.
I'm not
these days.
saying-
Yeah, like they use it as a crutch nowadays, but mental illness is a
It's
thing.
real,
You
of
cannot
course.
just ignore it and say, "Oh, it's not a thing. It's not real." When somebody's really going through something,
I just think a
and
lot
really
of
go
more
through-
people talking about it now. 'Cause,
Yes.
like we
It's
in this
good.
generation, we used to just hold everything in. Cause we always been taught to be strong and just hold everything in and just. But now
And
it's
that
all
goes-
coming out. It's all coming out with
That
everybody
goes
now.
with parenting style too. Like, you know, like Brandon have a strict military parenting style.
No,
A lot of people.
No, I don't. I have a Jesus now. Apparently, I kill with a lot of love and compassion, a lot of forgiveness. That's what I do. Let's
Anyways,
keep it going.
we are far off from the
I'm
point.
about to say, let's keep it going.
Well, what's the
That's
question? We was talking relationships.
Trump.
We went far left.
So that didn't get nowhere too much. But
Y'all just should listen. Listen. We kept going.
fourth topic. Do you think you can be happy in a relationship if your partner isn't happy? I don't feel like you could.
I think you can.
How? 'Cause
That's- that's
what,
what we
what,
got
kind- what kind of
back to.
relationship is that? If your partner's not happy, how can you be
Because
happy?
if you really
It's
truly
not
love
good.
somebody and your partner is not happy, that's gonna make you not happy, and you gonna try to figure out what can you do to make them
I'm
happy,
gonna live with this.
or like all of that. So you gonna try to figure out a way to make them happy and figure out what it is. So
First happiness.
Sometimes you can't make a person happy. It's gonna be up to them to be happy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But at the same
Happiness
time,
come from inside.
you can't be in a relationship with somebody and you be happy and you sit at your person. Like, how can you love somebody if they're unhappy? You know what I mean? Like, how can you be happy if you
that's
love
gonna
them?
bring you down.
Also, some people don't care. They're gonna just be like,
Exactly.
That relationship's not gonna last.
If
I'm not
somebody-
saying there's no
if
relationship.
somebody's
That's
happy-
not a relationship.
if
That's
somebody's happy inside, eventually that happiness inside you're gonna rub off to the next person.
No,
That's what
no.
it should
what?
It should be, but it's not.
Yeah,
And if
really
it
don't.
do, that's a person that you got mind control over that they really not happy, but that's what they're gonna show because you're trained them to
Exactly.
be like that.
Exactly.
be. That's just good love.
And there's a reason why they're not
No.
unhappy. That when you communicate with them, see
Sound
why
like,
they're
sound
unhappy.
like you need counseling a little bit.
Maybe, but I don't believe in that. So I talk to my sister every day, and that get me through.
Oh gosh!
I come
And y'all
talk to
wonder
my
why?
mom every day.
I'm gonna need counseling.
But that do affect the person too. When you got somebody that's like dealing with something like that, and then you got another person that's kind of halfway fine, that affects that person that's halfway fine. I feel
So
like.
you trying to
And
tell
then
me?
maybe you just don't know what true genuine happiness is. That's probably why
No,
you feel
I'm,
like that.
I'm about to give y'all. I'm about to answer y'all question with another question. So you telling me y'all in a relationship? Everybody in a relationship. So y'all saying y'all never been happy, and the next person,
Yeah,
What
and
happened?
guess what happened?
and then vice versa.
And
But
guess,
y'all still was on good terms. Everything
No.
was smooth.
no.
I mean, people get. I feel like people. You
Nobody's
don't
the
be
same.
happy all the
I'm
time.
not saying
Yeah.
nobody's the same.
But-
So,
But we talking happiness from within,
Yeah.
not just okay. I'm happy today. I'm sad tomorrow. No, happiness within.
Mm-hmm.
A healed person, healed happiness.
Yeah, that go back to the healing.
See,
And what I say, I was gonna say that go back to trauma. Like,
That's what
why
I'm
are you
saying.
unhappy? What's going on? They might have trauma that's making them unhappy. That they may need to get mental help.
okay. Okay.
But also, they need to find some crisis as well.
Yeah.
Just throw that out there. But yeah.
And then maybe if you got God in your relationship,
If
maybe
you
if
look
God
at-
will
bro.
try to work, then you probably can be happy and they probably can't. But still, at the end of the day, y'all still gotta be equally yoked.
Bro, if you looking for somebody to make you happy, that ain't good.
That's not looking for
It's
somebody.
not
to be
that,
happy.
Brandon.
No,
It's like, how
Because
can
if
you?
you already with somebody and, like, say you've been together, like, I don't know, a relationship for 2 years, and somebody's not happy, but the next person happy, been happy all 2 years.
That was me for 5
Right.
years.
Y'all had y'all ups, right? A lot of ups, right?
Yeah, when we was up, and then when it was down, the down took it down and ended.
But still, it could have came up again.
But no, it been draining. No, once that person is not happy within, there's no up and down because you got this person that's always
That goes into the next question, though.
not happy, and this person up here, and it's like, hey, I
So
want to
you
go
don't
do
agree
this
with me?
today.
Say it again.
You don't agree with me?
About what?
About what I just said. You don't agree with me? Like,
I was reading the next question because it was kind of like tying in. But what you said?
with the happiness thing.
Say it again. What you said?
Pretty much, you with somebody for 2 years, you happy and they not happy. And y'all have a downtime. And then pretty much one person still happy, but the next
But
person
I
not.
feel like you
Don't
got to be
think
happy
you
yourself, not because of the relationship going to make you happy.
Right.
No, you need to be happy within yourself. Well,
Because
feeling okay within yourself.
The problem
Not because you're not
is-
going to always be happy,
the
of
problem
course.
is
But
people do be happy with the relationship. It's just within they're not happy.
Yeah.
So once that overpower the relationship,
I'm talking about the whole. I'm talking about relationship. I'm sorry. Y'all talking about within.
that's what the question really was
but you have
about.
to be happy within and be happy in a relationship. That's how people disguise, and that's how
Yeah.
people find out their trauma because they go to that relationship. Me, codependent, pitted on relationships because I really wasn't happy. So my 21 years of living, I wasn't really happy. I was just happy because this relationship would carry my happiness. That's
That's
the
the point.
purpose. That's why I say if you go
Because your
deep down
partner
inside-
can be doing everything to make you happy, but if you're not happy, really happy within yourself, then that will be a problem eventually in a relationship.
Yeah. Because then the relationship gonna have problems now. The only thing that's making you happy just weighing on you because you're not happy.
That's like you dealing with somebody that's depressed and down and trauma and need to be healed. Like, that's draining. That's really draining.
And that's where you get that. In a relationship, it takes two people.
So you're telling me that
So my next question, hold on, sorry. So my next question is, when do you feel like it should be enough? Like, how long do you feel like you should deal with that?
You feel like
According
the
to,
shit in.
I'm about to say, according to what you got, now if you got the marriage, I mean, y'all just gotta stick through that thing.
That
Get
goes
that
into the
thing
next
in.
question.
But now, if it's really like y'all dating, I mean, shoot, y'all can end that thing anytime you want to. Cause y'all just dating. But if you
It
really care,
depends.
if you really care about somebody, you won't want to let them go either way.
That's
Yeah, but
true.
caring
That's
and
true.
love
But
is not enough to keep a bond, a relationship, a marriage going. It's
and
not
I know
enough.
divorce is not of the Bible. I understand that. But if you get into a point where like you done try to work, you done try all type of ways to make this work, make that help heal this person, and then it's draining yourself. Come on now.
most time when you're getting, like, you dating somebody with intent, and y'all are dating and having Christ first in y'all dating, and y'all get to a point of going to marriage, and marriage is a very serious vow, right? So if you're going there, you're gonna make Jesus the cornerstone of your marriage. So if you make Jesus the cornerstone of your marriage,
Yeah,
there's gonna be such thing as divorce, because that whenever things go bad or things go wrong, that cornerstone is gonna still be there to hold y'all up. Y'all not gonna want to get divorced because y'all gonna know we not doing this just for us. You're my stand-in for Christ.
Talk about relationships. Just a regular
But
relationship.
marriage, what if one person have Jesus in their cornerstone and the other person don't?
Y'all should never got married in the first place.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Some people
But there's
go
a lot of
in-
people get married still knowing that it's not the same.
If that
That's
person,
why
if
you're
y'all can't,
equally yoked when you get
exactly,
married.
that's why you got to be equally yoked before you get married. And a lot of people are rushing to marriage right now because,
It's like a
especially
trend more
older
than
people,
anything.
like these older millennials who feel like, okay, I'm 30 something, I feel like I gotta get married.
Think
They're
it's
rushing
an
and
age
stuff,
thing.
and they're not understanding. Like, look, this is serious. You have to be equally yoked with someone before you jump into marriage.
And that's the main thing with relationship, marriage, anything. So when people be like, you never been married, you don't know how that feels. It's not about marriage. At the end of the day, marriage is serious. But it's if y'all equally yoked or not, that's what it's really about. And if you got
You gotta
to
find out
question
before the
it,
marriage.
right? You got to find out before the marriage. And if you got to question it, then y'all not equally yoked. If you got to make somebody have Jesus in their life, y'all not equally yoked.
I will go into our little testimony when we sit up in that video. My marriage.
If they open to it.
Yeah, we were down.
Hopefully.
Do you think you should be financial stable before you get married?
It would help.
It would help, but I wouldn't say it's a necessity.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
question
not
for
saying-
y'all.
Hmm?
That's a question for y'all because we not married.
Well, I mean,
I always have money.
Brandon.
I always have money. I always pretty good.
It will always help, but
Story to me
that,
last
once again, if you have Jesus as your cornerstone, money can't separate y'all. You know what I mean?
Because that's a lot of people's excuses too. I see a lot of male excuses
Yeah.
of why they ain't ready for marriage because they feel like they gotta be financially stable and.
That's the point.
But
though.
then if you get a woman who's really there to support you and they're really there to love you, that shouldn't be a thing.
It
'Cause y'all
shouldn't.
can grow together and make money
It
together.
shouldn't. But I guess that's
But
where
it
they're not
also
having
depends
God
on-
really.
I'm about to say, yep, it depends.
Because that it could be their ego over even thinking about, okay, we gonna do this together. Their ego could be like, no, I need to do this and I'm not ready yet. Like that.
And that's true. That's like she said. I feel like you got to have God because if you already going into a marriage, already having situations already rocky, already know like
Mhm.
the situation might end up the wrong way, then yeah, you need to be financially stable because if y'all have to get a divorce, you need to be set when y'all get that divorce.
But y'all should never go to marriage in the first place, though. Like you
But
said.
people still gonna go.
And they should. That's what I'm saying.
And there's so many people just doing it. Like,
That's the problem. Like, stop just doing it. Actually,
That's
like,
why I
The
say
worst
how
Well, I
serious
think
it
it's like
is.
white people are. They just be doing it for real. They be like, okay, we already here. I got to do it. We got to do it.
a lot of people say, well, we already got kids and we live together, so might as well. I mean, like,
Okay, so but then they ask themselves, what took us
it's
so
like they
long to get
settle,
here?
it's settling, really.
Yeah, like what took us so long to get here? Like, what? There's something that made me wait this long to marry this person after kids in the house. You know, like what took me so long to like make you the one?
Right, and that's a question too. Like, do you feel like a time frame should determine if somebody the one or not, or should you just know right away? You know right away, right?
You shouldn't know right away, but at the same time, you shouldn't be together for. I see no reason. I hear this a lot, especially the older generation. You should not be with somebody for 10 to 12 years,
Before marriage.
and y'all got kids in a house, and then y'all say, "Oh, he popped a question." It's like he took you 12 years to know that you was his wife after you've been doing wife things. You know,
Exactly.
you've been giving yourself to this man all this time, and now you want to be wife. You know, I don't understand that.
That's people that don't know their worth and don't know like it's more to just because I'm pretty sure they were just so excited because he popped the question after 12 years. That right there would make
But you
me
gave yourself to this man for 12 years. It shouldn't take him 12 years to understand who you are
Right.
and what you're there for him for. You know what I mean?
No,
Like-
it's 12 years of him using her and she allowed it.
Exactly. And there's many situations where a person will be with somebody for 12 years
Hold on.
because they've been using that person to get where they want to get at. And when they after 2 years up and they're where they want to be at, they leave that person. And then that person's looking like, wow, like,
And I don't believe in it saying too, they be like, you have to show me what you can do before you get that title. That's so stupid because
Yeah, I hate that.
we grow together, so we going together, we on this journey together. It's no, I'm auditioning to be your wife. No,
Right.
I really wish I could like we can do a video where we can like share our story because
It's
a lot of
really
questions
great.
is like so different. It's like our journey was very much
A little unconventional.
unconventional. So
But I like it that way though.
I mean, hey, I'm not bragging, but I think I'm blessed.
Yeah,
You're
and
real blessed.
I look at y'all
Yeah, you
relationship
can say
and
that.
y'all marriage, and I'm like, you and him and Maisha and Andre, y'all know y'all like God to me, like y'all matches and stuff, because y'all close to perfect.
What about me?
Trying to get out my face.
On that note,
Crazy.
we about to wrap this or whatever. So that'll be all, and we'll do like a part 2 or whatever. But we at the 23-minute mark, and I want to do like just like 20 minutes. So we about to go ahead and cut that. So if y'all enjoyed this video, which I have, give us a thumbs up, hit that like button, share it, and we'll catch y'all on the next
And book an
video.
appointment here by me, here by me, here by me.
Oh yeah, she did do this, and I actually love my hair.
You love your
I
hair?
think it really fit me.
I like my hair too.
I said love.
I love my hair too.